Hey guys, Matt Antonelli here. Today I want to talk about infielders knowing the signs so that we know what pitch is coming, and this is going to increase our range, it's going to allow us to position ourselves properly, and it's going to let us get better jumps on ground balls. So the first thing is, why is this going to help us? If we know what pitch is coming, we're going to have a better idea of where they're going to hit the ball. For instance, let's say we know an off-speed pitch is coming, a changeup or a curveball. Well, there's a good chance the batter's going to be out in front of these pitches, especially if we're at a little bit lower level, because we know that curveballs and changeups are tougher to hit and guys aren't experienced yet, so they're probably going to roll over and pull a ball. If we know that, we can position ourselves a little bit better, we can get a better jump, we can anticipate where that ball is going to go, and that could be the split difference between getting to a ball and not getting to a ball. Let's say we know a fastball is coming, and we have a pitcher that's got a pretty good fastball. Well, now we can probably assume that the guy's not going to pull the ball, and if it's a fastball away, maybe he's going to go to the opposite field with it. So, same thing. We can anticipate that way, we can slightly move that way, and now we're going to have a better jump on the ball. So knowing what pitch is coming is going to allow us to increase our range, get to more balls, make more plays for our pitcher. One thing I want you to keep in mind is, as an infielder, once we do this and we understand what pitch is coming and we process in our mind what we think the batter's going to do with this ball, we don't want to just move ourselves and play in that position right from the get-go. So if we know a curveball's coming, we don't want to just take 5 steps over to our right, get in position for the curveball. Now we know fastball's coming, move 5 steps to our left, get in position for a fastball away, because a good team is going to realize this, and they're going to be able to pick our signs. So what you want to do is, most guys will have a little creep step where you kind of walk in a couple steps. That's where you can slightly move. So if we know a curveball is coming and we're going to play to pull, well, then we just creep slightly to the pull side as the pitcher's going in his windup. They're not going to be able to recognize that. But even more than moving, the biggest thing is to be able to anticipate. If you can anticipate and get ready to move that way, that's going to make us that split second quicker, and that's going to allow us to get to the ball. So it's not that we have to physically move over 5 feet or 10 feet. We can slightly move in the creep, but it's more of an anticipation in getting ready to move that way. Now, the next step in this is to understand how we're going to relay the signs to other players. So as middle infielders, second baseman, shortstop, we can see the signs, but the third baseman and first baseman usually are blocked out, and the outfielders aren't able to see. So what we'll do is, as a middle infielder, if you want the third baseman, let's say you're a shortstop and you want the third baseman to know what pitch is coming, a lot of times if it's a curveball, if it's something that's going to be pulled hard at him, say an off-speed pitch, well, you can make a little sound. Usually it's a soft whistle or whatever sound that you can make that he can hear you, but nobody else can. We don't want to make it too loud that the hitter hears us and now he picks up on it. Same thing for the second baseman. You want to let the first baseman know, let's say there's a left-handed hitter up and something slow might be coming, a curveball, and that's a good pitch for the batter to really yank one down the line. Well, you want to let him know. As far as outfielders, this is something that as you get older, I'd say professionally, you don't do, but I've seen a lot of younger teams do it, and it helps those guys out. So if you want to let your outfielders know what pitch is coming, well, you can just use a system of open hand, closed hand. And if it's a fastball, we'll just close our hands, put it behind our back. That lets the outfielders know it's a fastball. If it's a curveball or a changeup, we'll just have an open hand behind our back, and that'll be a changeup. I think the reason why older guys don't do that is there's too many ways to pick up the sign. A lot of times the bullpen is in the outfield, and guys will be picking signs and relaying it to the hitter. But if you're at a younger level, if you're in high school, sometimes in college, and definitely below high school, there's not going to be too many ways for that team to signal to their batter what's coming, so you can go ahead and give those signs. So in the end, knowing the signs and being able to relay that to your teammates and use it to your advantage, in the end, is going to make a bigger impact on the game than you may think it is. It's going to allow everyone to be a step quicker, increase your range of the team, and if you do this for the entire season, you're going to save a lot more runs than you probably would have if you didn't know the signs. So give it a shot. Let me know how it works. We'll talk to you later.